Good afternoon, everyone. Today I am going to be reading chapter 3 of the Boxcar Children. So we've met all the characters and we know that they're somewhere in the woods and they're just trying to stay safe and hopefully it doesn't rain because last time we thought it might rain. Chapter 3, A New Home in the Woods. At last Jessie opened her eyes. It was morning, but the sun was covered by clouds. She sat up and looked all around her, and then she stood. There's a picture. She and then and then she looked at the sky. It seemed like night, for it was very dark. Suddenly it began to thunder, and she saw that it was really going to rain. What shall we do? Where shall we go? Thought Jessie. The wind was blowing more and more clouds across the sky, and the lightning was very near. She walked a little way into the woods, looking for a place to go out of the rain. Where shall we go? She thought again. Then she saw something ahead of her. In the woods, it was an old boxcar. So a boxcar is part of like a train, and it's not like a train that holds people. It doesn't have seats or anything. It was just used for like boxes to like ship things to different places. You're going to hear that word a lot, and it's the title of the book, so I want to make sure you know what a boxcar is. What a good house that will be in the rain, she thought. She ran over to the boxcar. There was no engine, and the track was old and rusty. It was covered with grass and bushes because it had not been used for a long time. It is a boxcar, Jessie said. We can get into it and stay until it stops raining. She ran back as fast as she could to the other children. The sky was black and the wind was blowing very hard. Hurry, hurry, cried Jessie. I have found a good place. Hurry as fast as you can. Henry took Benny's hand and they all ran through the woods after Jessie. It's beginning to rain, cried Henry. We'll soon be there, Jessie shouted back. It's not far. When we get there, you must help me open the door. It is heavy. The stump of a big tree stood under the door of the boxcar, and it was just right for a step. Jessie and Henry jumped up on the old dead stump and rolled back the heavy door of the car. Henry looked in. There's nothing in here, he said. Come, Benny, we'll help you up. Violet went in next, and last of all, Jessie and Henry climbed in. So they're all in this boxcar, which they're pretty small, but they're big enough to hold people. In this case, I guess. But people wouldn't normally like ride in them. They were just in time. How the wind did blow. They rolled the door shut, and then it really began to rain. Oh, how it did rain. It just rained and rained. The children could hear on the top of the boxcar, but no rain came in. What a good place this is, said Violet. It is just like a warm little house with one room. After a while, the rain and lightning and thunder stopped, and the wind did not blow so hard. Then Henry opened the door and looked out. All the children looked out and into the woods. The sun was shining, but some water still fell from the trees. In front of the boxcar, a pretty little brook ran over the rocks with a waterfall in it. What a beautiful place, said Violet. Henry, cried Jessie, let's live here. Live here? Asked Henry. Yes, why not? Said Jessie. This boxcar's a fine little house. It's dry and warm in the rain. We could wash in the brook, said Violet. So a brook is like a stream of water. So when she says wash in the brook, they mean like go to like a river where no one is. Please, Henry, begged Jessie. We could have the nicest little home here, and we could find some dishes and make 4 beds and a table and maybe chairs. No, said Benny. I don't want to live here, Jessie. Oh dear, why not, Benny? Asked Jessie. I'm afraid the engine will come and take us away, answered Benny. Henry and Jessie laughed. Oh no, Benny, said Henry. The engine will never take this car away. It's an old, old car, and grass and bushes are growing all over the track. Then doesn't the engine use this track anymore? No, indeed, said Henry. He was beginning to want to live in the boxcar too. That's the 4 of them. That's kind of the scene that we just talked about where they're sliding the door open. We'll stay here today anyway. Then can I have my dinner here? Asked Benny. Yes, you shall have dinner now, said Henry. So Jessie took out the last loaf of bread and cut it into 4 pieces, but it was very dry. Benny ate the bread, but soon he began to cry. I want some milk too, Jessie, he begged. He ought to have milk, said Henry. I'll go to the next town and get some. But Henry did not want to start. He looked to see how much money he had. Then he stood thinking. At last he said, I don't want to leave you girls alone. Oh, said Jessie, we'll be all right, Henry. We'll have a surprise for you when you come back. You just wait and see. Goodbye, Henry, said Benny. So Henry walked off through the woods. When he had gone, Jessie said, Now, children, what do you think we are going to do? What do you think I saw over in the woods? I saw some blueberries. Oh, cried Benny. I know what blueberries are. Can we have blueberries and milk, Jessie? Yes, Jessie was beginning, but she suddenly stopped, for she heard a noise. Crack, crack, crack. Something was in the woods. Okay, that is the end of chapter 3. So tomorrow we are going to figure out what was in the woods when we read chapter 4. I hope you enjoyed that chapter and I hope you're enjoying this story. Hope you're doing well. All right, I miss you and I love you. Bye.